Hey guys and gals, A here. Welcome to another episode of EDCQ. Today we are talking what's in my pockets. What have I been carrying for the last few weeks? Or because it's been a minute. Normally I do these weekly, but it has been a minute since I've updated. So, two watches, my Wonder Woman armbands as always. Got a standard watch and a smart watch. This is a Garmin. So yeah, one for standard classic nostalgia, telling time and date and all that, and one that I use as a fitness tracker. Front right pocket, in the pocket itself clipped to it, I have a Rovivon, the Aurora A1, and this is the old school model, the micro USB, but they now have them in USB-C. Same specs, but just USB-C charging. I do have two that are still micro USB, but they work, and so I keep using them. When they don't, I will replace them. And then I put them on a little dangler clip so that I can clip this into my pocket. I can, grab this and I've got my light. So that works out pretty well for me, and it just leaves it kind of hanging in the side of my pocket, which is great, out of the way for grabbing other things. And then in the little coin pocket, I've got some Listerine breath strips, and then some coins, which are kind of just my standard for my right pocket. Not a lot going on. And then the left pocket, because these shorts don't have a ton of extra pockets. Some of mine do. These do not. These are just a standard 4 pockets in the watch pocket. So in my other front hand pocket, my left pocket, I have my Deluxe Tinker, which is the Tinker with the addition of scissors and pliers and some back tools. But these are in some awesome glow scales that Rich from True Budget EDC and Prepping, check out his channel, I will link it below, that he told me about, and I snagged some. And these have the plus scales on them. So in addition to the toothpick and the tweezers, you also get a writing pen. And then behind the screwdriver, you actually have a little hole, and inside of there is a push pin. So super cool setup with the plus scales. You get the addition of a few tools, and then you get all of the tools that come with the Deluxe Tinker, which is super cool, and I love it. And this thing has been pocket carried ever since I got it. I got the Deluxe Tinker and pocket carried it, and then I replaced the scales with some cool glow scales, and now it's just permanent in my pocket. I'm sure at some point it will find its way into a bag or something. But this is, I believe, the longest that I've carried the same Swiss Army knife in my pocket. So that says something. Back right pocket, I have a little bit of cash. Back left pocket is where my phone goes that I'm recording on. And then I have one other item on me, and that's it. So super lightweight. We've got Swiss Army multi-tool. We've got a flashlight. We got some coins. We got some Listerine breath strips. And that is it, except for clipped into my waistband, I have the ProTech Runt, and that is in Tiffany blue. And that is a auto knife. Very small, very compact, fits really nicely in the hand. As you can see, it is a 4-finger grip for me, but I do not have the largest hands. So probably a 3-finger grip, a comfortable 3-finger grip for most. But it's just a great little knife. It's small, it's fast. This thing I keep sharp. I sharpen it pretty regularly as needed. I don't let this get as dull as others, is how I should word that. But it's just great. It's a nice little knife to have on me. I'm not carrying a lot of stuff, so this is fun to have. It's small, it stays out of the way. I do just clip it in my waistband, but when I need a knife, I have one. And in the Tiffany blue here, it's not intimidating at all. This would not be my first color choice. There are definitely other color choices I would like, but I got this at Blade Show last year. It was my favorite color that they actually had in stock when I made it to ProTech's table. And now that I have it, it's actually grown on me a lot. I do actually like the color. It's cool, and it's not intimidating, both for size and color. So yeah, that just gets clipped to the waistband. So I do have a nice knife if needed. And that's my carry. So what do you guys have? What are you carrying in your pockets? What's new? What's different? What have you added? What have you taken away? That to me is a big thing that I fluctuate in. I will have 4 or 5 knives on me, and then I'll drop down to where I have 1 or 2, like right now. And then I'll feel, empty. And so then I will get, I need a bigger knife. I need a tactical knife. I need a smaller knife to go with it to complement it so I can use this one when I'm out and about. But I also need a fixed blade on me because why not? And I need a Swiss Army knife, and boom, just like that, I have 4 or 5 knives on me again. Right now I'm in a lightweight phase. It is summertime. Shorts have come in, so it kind of makes sense that I moved into that phase. But rest assured, my EDC bags have a fixed blade, a full-size plier-based multi-tool, and probably a spare knife in most of them. So in any bag that I grab when I go out the door, I'm adding 3 knives with me just like that. So again, how does your carry change? What have you cut out recently? What have you shed from the everyday carry? Or how fine-tuned is yours, and what do you carry that you have carried forever? So comment below, let me know. Let's get a conversation going, and I will be back with new content soon. Thanks so much, and remember, EDC, EDC.